Well, hello, everybody. My name's Aaron, and I'm a photographer at the Journey Church in Newark, Delaware. And I thought I would put together a series of videos. This first one's going to be very basic, very simple. And it's basically just going to show you how to put your pictures after you shoot a gathering or an event at the Journey, how to put them onto your computer. And then we're going to go from there, make a series of videos using Lightroom, but this one is just going to be file management and that kind of thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the photos from my card that I shot today and I'm going to put them onto a folder. I'm going to show you how I do that. So first thing I do, now just so you know, I'm going to be using Windows. I'm not an Apple guy, so this probably won't, I mean, the basic idea would be the same for Apple, but if you have a Mac, then some things will obviously be different. So I'm just teaching this from a Windows point of view. I hope that's okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I hold the window key and hit the letter E to open up a folder. That's just the easiest way you could do it. You could come down here to this little folder, click on it, and it would open up as well. But that's what I do. I hit Windows E, E for Explorer, and this opens up all my stuff. So what I'm going to do is come down here, and I am going to open up my card. So that EOS Digital is where my card is. I hit the DCIM, and then I hit the 100 Canon, and these are the photos that I took today at the Journey. And again, this is a very, very beginner's version of this. So if you are a beginner, hopefully this will help you. If you've done this a lot before, you probably won't need to watch this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top of it. See the very top? It's white right there. I can move it around. And I'm going to take it all the way to the very right until my mouse hits the right side of the screen. And then what it does, it pops up. So it takes up half of the screen. Now, the other thing you saw pop up is my recording. I use this thing right here to record my videos, and that's what you saw. But what I'm going to do is open up another screen, hit Window E, and then I'm going to take that, I'm going to move that to the left side of the screen. Now I got half and half. It just makes it so much nicer. So what I have is my Journey photos are on my external hard drive, and that's this one right here. It's called Toshiba. Obviously, yours is probably not going to be called that. You can put it wherever you want on your computer. So you just find a folder on your computer that where you want your photos to be. Mine are going to be right here. Now I got a ton of stuff on this hard drive. It's about time to get a new one. But I have a folder called the Journey Photos. You see all the other stuff that I've shot, but the Journey Photos is where I put all my church stuff. So I'm going to double click on that. And I started shooting a year ago, just a little more than a year ago now. And so I got my stuff for 2021 all right there. That's all the stuff that I shot in 2021. Then I made one for 2022, and that's all the stuff I shot there. Notice I number them, so I make sure that they're in order, uh, chronological order. So I put 1, 2, 3 all the way down. So the last one I did was 23. So I'm going to make a new folder right here. And so I just click on this new folder icon, and then I can just start typing. A lot of people delete this, then start typing, but you don't have to. When it's blue like this, you can just hit 24 and it just replaces it and makes it a 24. And today is July 10th, so I'm going to put July 10, 2022. Right now, inside this folder, I'm going to open that up. So I double click on here. Of course, there's nothing in there. What I do is I put two folders inside of this. I'll show you why I put two of them. The first one, now everything I shoot is in the raw image format. So I call this one raw, and then I'm going to call this one to share. You can call it whatever you want, but I like to call it to share because I know these are the ones that I'm going to share to the Google Drive when I'm all finished. I won't be going through that on this video. On another video, I'll do that. So I just click on there. So I'm going to put all these images into the raw folder. So I'm going to open that up. I'm going to click on here. Now again, this is for beginners, so if you're not sure on how to manage your images inside of folders, this is what I do. I hit, it doesn't matter which one you hit, I just click on one. Actually, you don't even have to click on anything. If you just hit Control, actually you probably do have to click inside of this folder. If you hit Control A, if you hold the Control button down, which I'm doing right now, I know you can't see me, but if I hit Control, then I hit the letter A, see what it did? It selected all the images. If you only wanted certain ones that you wanted to put in there, you could click on one of them. Let's say I don't like that one because I don't see his face, but let's say I like this one, and then I scroll down and I like this one. He's smiling right here. What I could do is hit the control button. If I hit control and click on it, it only selects the one that I click on. So that one's selected, this is selected. Let's say I go down here and I like this one. Again, I hit the control button, hold control down, click on it, and as you can see, it only selects the ones that you want. Now, sometimes you might want to do that, but sometimes you might want all of them. So every single picture in here, I formatted my disk before I started. So everything in this folder right now is from what I shot today. So I want everything selected. So I can hit Control A and it selects everything. While I'm talking about this, let's just talk about another way you can make selections. Let's say I just wanted like the first 6 of them. So I click on the first one. Now watch, if I just click on the 6th picture right here, if I just click on it, then it just selects the 6th picture and it deselects the first one. What if I wanted all 6 selected? Well, I would click on the first one, then I would hit the Shift key. Okay, it's the Shift key. We hit the Control key, just hit certain individual ones. But if I want everything selected from the first thing that I've selected all the way to the last one, which is the 6th picture right here, I hit Shift, then I click on it and it just selects those 6. So sometimes, let's say you already have stuff shot on your card, and I don't know, let's say it went to here. Okay, so like this 611. That's the last one that you shot, and you don't want that on your new folder. You just want to start from here. So what I can do is I can just click on this first one, and if I wanted to, I could scroll all the way down the bottom and then hit the Shift key, select the last one, and notice it selected all of them. Look, 247 of them that I've selected. All right, so that's just your way to get around these folders. But I want to select everything, so I click Control A, selects everything, and then it doesn't matter which one you grab onto. I usually grab on the first one, but it doesn't make any difference. I just click and drag over here, and then I let go. And then it's going to take a minute or two. They're raw files, so it's going to maybe take more than a couple minutes, but they're going to all come over to this folder. So while they're all copying, and notice it says copy, it doesn't say move, so they will still stay here. This folder right here, that 100 Canon, that's the SD card on my camera, and it comes from my SD card to this place right here. That's the raw folder, as you can see, and you can see all the subfolders that it's under. Okay, so, and I clicked on that, so it got rid of this. So it's almost, and you can move this around if you want. You can go do something else. Now this one, I only have 269 pictures that I took today. And you may think, well, only 269, that's a lot. But usually I shoot probably 800-900 up to 1,000, maybe even sometimes more than 1,000 pictures. Today I didn't shoot as many as I normally do because I helped a couple new photographers today. And so I spent a lot of time talking to them and helping them. But I still was able to shoot a few today. 269. But now they are all on this new folder right here. Just to get around it, now I don't need this folder anymore, so I can select that and click off of it. If I want to maximize it, I can hit that little button right there. It maximizes. Right now I'm in the go to view. I'm in the details mode right here, and it just defaulted to that. So it tells you the file number for your picture, tells you when you took the picture, all that. I didn't set my, I guess after the daylight savings, I didn't change the time on my camera. So really that was 8:29. I should probably do that today. But anyway, it shows you how big the pictures. If you notice, I shoot in the RAW format. I'm not going to get into that too much today, but the image sizes are pretty big. That's a 25 megabytes. So 1,000 kilobytes is a megabyte. So that's about 25 megabytes, which is pretty big. If you shoot in JPEG, then JPEG's probably around, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 megabytes, depending on how large your camera, sometimes 14, 15 megabytes, depending on what type of camera you have. What I would suggest to you is that you always shoot in the RAW format. Maybe I'll do a video on that some other time, but shoot in the RAW format. That's going to help a lot when you edit. So you could you can view these different ways. You can view it as a list where it just lists the file numbers. It doesn't give you any details next to it. Sometimes I like to look at it as large icons. Now with raw files in Windows, this might be another video as well. There's something you have to do to be able to see the images pop up as thumbnails on Windows. If you haven't done anything to the Windows yet, I forget off the top of my head what it's called, but maybe I'll do another video sometime on that where you can actually see the images pop up. If you don't go through this and put this other little program on there, you won't be able to see the thumbnails. So I like to see the thumbnails, so maybe another video I'll do that. So that's it. Now they are on your computer. So if you look right here, they are on the computer. They're not just on that little flash or that little SD card. They are actually on my computer. Technically, they're on my external hard drive, but I can see them now through the computer. All right, and that's basically it. So I hope that helps you just a little bit on transferring your pictures from your card to the computer, and a few little things with file management as well. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I'll just kind of show you one that I've done already. So let's just go to last week's. So, or the last time I shot here. So my raw images, that's all the raw images right there. And I don't really delete these raw images for quite a while. I wait a long time until, probably months, until I actually delete these raw images. I just want to make sure that I don't have to go back and do some things. Some people will keep them forever, and that's fine. If you have the hard drive space for it, that's fine, but I had to get rid of some pictures to get some room on this hard drive. I should probably just go out and buy another hard drive, but that's what that looks like. If I go back to this and go to share, then I can see these are just regular size large icons. If I go to extra large icons, I can see them a little bit better. If I double click on it, it shows it through the Windows way of looking at the photos on here. And these are edited. So the ones that I put in to share, let's see how many I have. I have 118 pictures. Those have all been edited. I picked out which ones I wanted to use. So those were the ones that I used for the last week that I shot at the Journey. If I go to the raw file, or to the raw folder, let's see. Wow, 1,451. So there's 1,450 pictures that I shot, but I only edited, how many did I say? 118? Yep, I only edited 118. And notice how, and I'll talk about this when I do the Lightroom video, but this is how I label them. I just like to do this, so when I see the photo, I know by the name of the photo what where I shot, which is the Journey, then the date, and I like to put my name on there as well so that people know if they're my picture or somebody else's picture. So that's about it. Okay, I'll stop talking now, and I hope that helped out. Now I'm going to do a video on Lightroom, so if this made sense to you, hopefully it did. Now we can work with Lightroom, and we'll do that right now. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and look for some more videos that are going to be coming out pretty soon. Okay, we'll see ya. Bye-bye.